Every village has one rule it will not explain. Ours was noon. From the first cut of harvest to the last, when the bell struck 12, you lay down in the shade, you shut your mouth, and you kept it shut till the bell let you up. Work at noon, talk at noon. No. Not for money, not for love, not for a wagon on fire. Nobody said why. That was part of the rule. The why was inside the noon, and you don't open the noon. I was 19 and clever, the kind of clever that thinks a rule nobody explains is a rule nobody owns. I'm going to tell you how I learned the why. I've been the only one willing to say it out loud for 40 years. That's my job now. You'll see how I got it. It was the hottest August anyone had a story for. The rye stood over your head and held the heat in it like a crowd holds breath.
Maryska, water's low. Leave the binding, girl. Noon's coming on.
My father. You'd have liked him. Everyone liked him. He was kind the way a fence post is kind. Pleasant to lean on, rotten at the ground line, and you never find out which post is rotten till you put your weight on it. He'd been swaying like that all morning, and I'd been watching him all morning and saying nothing, because in our house saying nothing was the family trade and I was the best of us at it. Remember that. It matters in an hour. 5 minutes before the bell, you'd see the whole field fold itself into the shade, like washing taken in before rain. My grandmother kept noon like a church kept Easter. She'd pull us under the linden and put one finger on my lips, not a shish, a latch. And one time, when I asked her why with my whole spoiled young face, she looked out at the shimmer standing over the stubble and said the only sentence I ever got from her on it. Because the field listens back, and it has had a very long time to get good at it. He went down at 4 minutes to 12, at the far end of the far field, where he'd wandered off to be unwell in private, because God forbid a kind man inconvenience anyone. And here's the thing I need you to sit with, the thing I have never once said gently. The village looked at him lying in the stubble, and looked at the tower, and lay down. My uncles, his friends, 40 people did the arithmetic of the rule against the arithmetic of my father, and the rule won, and they lay down in the blue shade like stones going under water. I was my mother's daughter. I picked up the can. Noon in an open field is not a time, it's a place. The world goes white at the edges and rings like a struck glass, and your shadow, your one witness, the thing that's followed you your whole life, crawls in under your own feet and hides.
200 paces. Water him, drag him to the ditch shade, lie flat. 200 paces, Maryska, and no talking, and it's a story for winter.
I got 90. She was there the way heat is there. No walking up. The field simply stopped pretending she wasn't in it.
You are working, little sister. At my hour, with your voice all warm in your throat like a coin in a fist.
My father, he's down, he's just there. I'm only crossing. I'm not.
I know what he is. I know what everyone in this parish is. That is the whole of my burden, and you are going to help me carry it for 1 hour. You know the rule of me, even if they never said it plain. Stand in the open and answer until your shadow comes back to you. Stop before the bell, or lie to me once, and the harvest will bind one sheaf more than it cut.
Then ask. Riddle, sums, saints' days, ask it and let me get to him.
Oh, I have only ever had the one question, little sister. All the harvests of the world, one question. What do you carry that you have never said?
And I laughed. God help me. I laughed at her. Because I was 19 and I thought I carried nothing. I thought silence was a thing we did in our family, not a thing we held. She waited out my laugh like shade waits out the sun. She knew the size of my luggage better than I did. She was about to help me unpack it in front of the whole parish.
I hate the linden. Everyone loves the linden. I hate lying in that shade with all of you breathing like sleeping cattle while the field stands there listening. There. Is that the kind of thing?
Smaller than what you carry. But yes, little sister. Exactly the kind of thing. Go on. The hour is wide and the whole parish is lying down in it, and noon carries a word a long way. Did no one ever tell you that part? The stillest hour. A voice at noon walks into every kitchen in the valley like it owns a key.
So there it was. Not a private toll, a pulpit. Whatever I said to buy my life, I said to everyone. To every aunt and elder, and every man who just lamed down and let my father fall. She hadn't trapped me into confession. She trapped them into hearing it.
My mother didn't die of the fever. That's the word we used. The fever. She died of the third winter of him promising, and the cellar empty again. And she stopped eating so we wouldn't have to stop. And she did it slowly and politely, so nobody would have to say anything. Because that's our craft. We're craftsmen of it. Completely fine. And I watched her do it. 14 years old, and I did the sums at the table every night. 4 bowls of thin, and hers thinnest. And I said nothing, 'cause she wanted my nothing. And it was the only thing she ever asked of me, and I gave it to her.
The field took it. That's what the noon silence is for. I understood it standing there. All those generations, lying down with their mouths latched, and everything unsaid rising off the village like heat off stubble, year on year on year. You can farm anything if you keep at it long enough. We had been farming her.
The medicine money. The winter she was dying. The doctor's fee, collected twice over by the parish. Everyone gave. Say it or stop, and stopping is the side. So, he drank it. My father drank her medicine money in 3 market Fridays, and wept about it beautifully. And everyone forgave him because he weeps well. He's a lovely weeper. And I walked to the doctor's gate to beg, and stood there 1 whole hour and walked home, and told her the doctor was away. That was my lie. He drank the money, but I did the mercy. I did the mercy so no one would have to be ashamed at the table. She thanked me for the lie. She held my hand and thanked me.
And behind me, in the stubble, I heard my father make a sound. He was awake. He had water enough in him to weep, it turned out. He always did.
There, you see now what I'm made of, little sister. Look close, you've earned it. Every noon your people lie down and hold their tongues, and everything they hold rises off them like heat. And heat gathers and gathers, and one high summer it stands up in the stubble and walks. I am your grandmother's held tongues. I am 400 years of we don't speak of it, wearing a white dress. Your village made me the way a chimney makes soot. Nobody meant to, everybody did. I asked my question once, before I was weather. I stood in the field like you and asked someone to hear the thing I carried. And they put 1 finger on my lips. Not a shush, a latch. So now I have the hour, and the question, and all the listening in the world, and no one has ever once lasted it out and walked away. You are doing something no one has done since the rule was made. Do not expect to be thanked for it. Your shadow, little sister, wear it well. It has heard everything now. It will lie at your feet every noon of your life, knowing all of it, and it will keep your side of the family trade and say nothing. You will find that this was the easy part.
My father lived. Water, shade, a week on his back. The whole village helped carry him in, tenderly, mind you. They're not monsters. That was never the accusation. They carried him past me where I stood in the yard, and not one of them met my eye, and I understood the price tag on my hour. Noon carries, you see, every kitchen in the valley. My aunt had heard about the bowls. The parish had heard where its twice collected coins went. And my father had heard his daughter say the true shape of him into the open sky, and had wept, because he weeps well.
You could have lied, Maryska. She'd never have known. You could have lied.
He believed that, to the fence post, at the ground line, that I asked the world, lies are what shade is made of, and everyone needs shade. I stood in the yard while the door shut, and I thought about her question, and the poppy, and the latch, and I heard the thing under all of it, plain as the bell. He would rather have had the scythe come for me than the truth come for him. Most people would. That is what the rule of noon is. Most people agreeing. I never left. That surprises people. Where would I go? Every village has a noon. At least I know what mine is made of. I bind sheaves, I heap my mother's grave, and when the bell strikes 12, I do not lie down. I walk the field. The heat doesn't touch me now. We have an understanding, the hour and I. I said mine. I'm the only soul in the parish carrying nothing, and you can see it in my walk, and it frightens them worse than she ever did. Sometimes, out in the ring and the glare, there's a step beside my step. Sometimes, at the field's far edge, the air stands up white and waits, and I nod to it, neighbor to neighbor. The village watches from the shade and cannot tell, at that distance, which of us is which. Lately, neither can I. That's not a complaint, it's a forecast. So, your own noon, wherever you keep it, the held thing, the latched thing, that we don't speak of it rising off your house like heat. Say it in the shade tonight, to a face you trust, at a kind hour, because it does not evaporate. Nothing unsaid ever evaporates. It gathers. And one high summer, in the stillest hour, in the country of your life, it stands up in the stubble, and it walks, and it asks. And you had better hope it learned its listening from someone kind.